So I can boost the thing. Okay, Hero Comics here. Next episode, Hero Comics. Transgender hate mail, homosexual hate mail, atheist hate mail. Basically, me reacting to a bunch of screen caps on YouTube and DeviantArt. The response to comments I made against these deviant lifestyles and a few other things. Usually, other things. Trigger warning, let's continue on here. People are angry about mine, despite yes for your comic. Sequel's coming out eventually. Let's continue on here. Go. Let's hear. So you're basically saying people with disorders are invalid. It should just stop being afraid. I'm like, no. But they don't necessarily fight against that stuff. They don't have to give into it. Go. The Bible is truly amazing, huh? Says somebody. And I say, then my heckler says, maybe if you're a squint, turn your head sideways and don't bother reading it at all. It's a great book. Smiley face. Emoji. And someone says, if you don't read it at all, it can't be considered great. If you ignore the consistencies, because it's not like it was written by bunches of people. It was. So they murder, that's documented in it. The rape and the torture, and the fact that the Old Testament depicts God as a childish, terminal bully who will sooner flood the entire planet than change a few people's minds. Smiley face, smiling, winking emoji, and someone says, well, that's untrue. Oh, really? Then I guess the parts of the Bible where God flooded the entire planet didn't happen, weak emoji. God flooded it because sinners like you kept making the world awful. And then the first heckler says, yeah, that was just about the most pointless way to fix his F-up that you could have thought of. If I were God, I would have snapped my fingers and poofed all the sinners away, rather than killing all the innocent people too. But hey, none of that stuff actually happened, so, according to what I believe, because, that makes, if none of that stuff happened, then those rules don't apply to me. So none of that stuff happened. Yeah, that's actually good. I say, oh yes, to fight some kind of fear. I guess beautiful, brother. Prayer, praying hands emoji. I say, thank you. You're welcome. Really, this piece of stuff. I say, well, the battle against dysphoria, fear, I will guide it for the Bible to fight against it. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, using a book. A book that talks about how God is. It shows off what that fear itself does to people, Good book. It's 2019. It doesn't matter year it is. If you're still stuck in the 1800s, you need to grow your behind up. No, I don't. You will have changed since then. Not really. You are never in the eight mind or right mind. You're targeting others just because they have different beliefs from you. That's called bigotry. People will beat you up for it. Don't I? I consider myself blessed, I say. Matthew 15:5, 10 through 12 says, blessed are those who are persecuted for the righteousness' sakes, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when they revile you and persecute you, say all kinds of evil against you falsely, for my sake. 12, rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so they persecuted everyone, even the first of the prophets who were before you. Also, everyone uses books for what they believe in. Mine just tells a different side of history than yours, and shows that people have not changed since the beginning of time. Our technology has changed. People are still act the way, but nothing has changed. People still act the way they always did, fearfully. And someone says, what? It's funny you use ancient text as a defense strategy. Isn't that just retarded? I know, it's not. It's insulting to people who actually have that condition. No. You also use ancient book, way of life as it fits. Might as well resisting fear while you always about accepting it. Yeah, you can't resist fear. Yeah, you can. And you must. Stuff is dangerous. It's a normal emotion. The dangerous emotion. You fight against it. The fact that you're resisting the urge to show emotion is ridiculous. No, it's not. It's very important. I say, no, it isn't. Ephesians 4:26 says, be angry and do not sin. Not let something out on your wrath. This means that you can feel the emotion, but you can choose what to do about it. You can resist the urge, act on it, or give in. Also, the Bible has many verses commanding us not to fear. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah 41:10. There's so much about it's fighting against fear in the Bible. It is perfect for nowadays when people are so freaking out, so afraid, freaking out, and all kinds of stuff going on. And they don't understand that. Some people don't understand that. Are very angry about that. So there we go. It's an amazing way of life. Well, it's not valid at all because I say it's not valid. Yeah, ignore that it's valid. All Bible verses are invalid because I say they are. Totally 1% because they say I'm wrong. That's why they're invalid. I say only if you believe they are. I do not, so they're all good for me. Yeah, sure. Have fun living in a delusion based on reality, not a delusion based on fantasy like ours. Someone says some people don't give a F about the Bible. Most of your proof is biased. I say by belief. But you have to admit, people killing themselves because they menstruate is not okay. It ain't, because it's normal. And the first says, you have to admit, you kill themselves because of people like you thinking they can dictate their lives is not okay. And I can have sex with women if I want to. There's no law against it, other than the Bible. The only thing is violating your beliefs, which I do not give an F about. Again, that's a dangerous way to live. A dangerous way to live. I'm obviously still alive and healthy. You know. Homosexual acts and tendencies to cause health problems. You should quit while you're ahead. They don't cause health problems. Yeah, they do. I'm still fine. Then obviously not. Then how come so many people have died from it? Many people have died from sexual acts in general because of homosexuality, AIDS and whatnot, nasty other things they don't like to talk about because it makes it look bad. Whether it's homosexual or sexual, you're not laying enough proof. How about this? This stuff is bad news. I give a link. Stuff is bad news, dude. That's a crappy online article. So I don't believe it because it's a crappy online article. Unlike my crappy online articles, If the internet said article is this, you probably believe it. And someone says God does exist. I'm sorry. Reading scriptures from a book does not, under sixes, make your point valid to me. I keep reading pages. I show more evidence in the next pages. I read your awfully strong. I read your awfully strong comments. I'm sorry, but the Bible doesn't have sufficient evidence to make your point valid, in my opinion. First of all, someone else says, "Oh yeah," the heckler says, "So I can hardly read the text of this comic." Second, when I finally figured out what you're trying to convey through that chicken scratch writing, I figured out you don't know what evidence is, because evidence is stuff that you make up for yourself and you say is true. Don't want anyone to look at. No, not stuff that actually exists. Okay, that's not evidence because that's what I'm using. That's what he's saying. That's basically what he's saying. I say, don't bother arguing. This guy's a retard. He's not. That's insulting to people who are. Get out of here. That is the century. The worst part about him is that he's too caught up in his own butt. He's completely ignoring the fact that not everybody shares his views. The worst part is his face. The one thing he doesn't completely removed. I haven't removed anything. Lies. Oh my gosh, this guy a pedophile or something? I think so, Sally. That's effing disgusting. With no evidence. Test me. This guy should blind an perception of getting in touch with a mythical being. That indicates help on how others should be treated, other than what the Bible says. If I cuss himself every time he sins, I do not. Wow, eyewitness accounts are longer evidence now? That's just me. Well, they are unless they're from the Bible. Cough, cough, double standard cough. Eyewitness accounts are never evidence to begin with, unless, of course, it was ours. I could make up any crazy stuff I want and claim I witnessed it with my own two eyes. Eyewitness accounts are mostly useless unless we make them up. When you guys make them up, then no, they're useless. But when we make them up, they're great. They're perfect, wonderful. Look at all the articles about eyewitness accounts, scientific research done by scientists that we like. That say that this stuff, our stuff, is valid. The other stuff is not valid at all because they don't like it. Yeah, look at that. Unless Charles Darwin or Richard Dawkins make it, of course. Trans women are she's, dip dude, they don't cuss like everywhere. Oh, they're he's, boys will be girls. Only my feelings are not count according to science. Feelings not count according to science. This is kind of misunderstood. But anyway, science tends to do unethical human experimentation, which is happening. No actual scientist thinks feelings do not count. They do. Otherwise, they're still be shooting chip plates and dog bodies and reviving severed heads. You're all wrong once again, because I say you are. Because, you can't be right, because then you be right. I say feelings don't count according to science, but not altering what natural does. That's why they don't sell parts of the things, take them off. This is part of the experiment to see what would happen if they needed to alter the disorder. It makes me wonder why doctors or psychologists are so eager to tell people they're trans and need reassignment surgery. Usually do not make sense. I think you know this. It makes sense. I say, you have helped me see that people that believe they are trans are being experimented on by psychotic doctors and other medical professionals. This is another reason why people should not transition. Here's a radical idea. What if those doctors are actually getting an experiment on anyone at all? So the heckler, then why would they go against the natural what else? So you have to call them she's, lie about them, indulge their lies. No. Nope. Not happening. Let's go. A little time left. Oh, so evil characters named Dysphoria. Let me guess, they're trans and God is angry at them and that's why they're a villain? If not, consider making that their backstory, because it would at least make your comic slightly more interesting. I say, actually, the thing is a physical manifestation of fear in a bad disguise. And when Super Saiyan, the fake nose and glasses off. How many books of other crap you got here? Oh my gosh, actually turned into a trans thing? Lamest plot was ever. It was always a trans thing. Actually, it was always about transgenderism. Oh, this comic is stupid. Very good. Well, it's called make it stupid, and you're actually like ranting on Transgender is going to do stuff, going to do something. You know, I don't cuss like every other word. XD, and I say, how is this stupid? One, the art is bad because I say it is. Two, you're targeting transgender people